Ever pull apart an engine and you see this beautiful boat like this? These are very fine boats. Then what comes to your mind is that yes, I'm going to reuse this boat. If this boat are talk to it boat, you cannot reuse it. Yes, you cannot reuse talk to it boat. Why do I say so? Or have you ever reused a talk to it boat before? If your answer is yes, then tell me in the comment section what is your experience after you make use or you reuse a talk to it boat. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what a talk to it boat and why you cannot reuse it. What is a talk to it boat? A talk-to-it boat is a special type of fastener or bolt that is designed to be tightened until it is actually stretches permanently. Until what? It actually stretches permanently. That is talk-to-it bolt. That means it is a once use. As soon as it stretches permanently, you cannot reuse it again. Let me give you an illustration. Look at this rubber band in my hand. If you stretch this rubber band a little bit like this, if you leave the rubber band, it's going to still maintain the shape of the rubber band. The rubber band will not expand beyond this because it is not stretched to the limit. But if you stretch it too much like this and you keep stretching like this, what will happen? If it stay longer like this and you leave it, you will notice that the rubber band has expanded. It will not contrast to the normal position again or to the normal shape. Why? It has expanded. That is how talk-to-it boat works. Once it is tightened, it is stretched, it cannot go back again. That is why it's always referred to as one-time use. So why do you use talk-to-it boat instead of using normal boat? One, when you want to use talk boat, why talk to use boat is majorly used. It is majorly used in these places like cylinder M, main bearing cap, connecting rod and flywheel. For example, if you anywhere you need a clamping force and you want something that is consistent, you must use talk-to-it boat. So the question is, why not use normal boat? Why must it be talk-to-it boat in some specific area of engine, especially when you are talking about cylinder head, connecting rod cap, main bearings, flywheel? These are points of vital point in engine where manufacturers usually use talk-to-it boat. Why? Because they want clamping force, they want even tightening. That is what they want. That is why in those specific areas some manufacturers have decided to use talk-to-it boat. And when you reuse talk-to-it boat, what has been the experience? In most cases, you are going to have uneven torque, and that usually leads to head gasket blown. So you don't reuse your talk-to-it boat, because once it is stretched, by the time you torque and it is stretched permanently, it cannot stretch another time. So when you reuse it will not give you that clamping. That clamping force will not be there again because it has already been stretched, just like that banding rubber that I used an example before. So we don't reuse talk-to-it boat. It is wrong application in mechanical industry. So let's compare and contrast talk-to-it boat and normal boat. A normal boat is like a spring. That is it. When you tie it has the ability to spring back. That is normal boat. But when it comes to talk-to-it boat, as when it is stretched to the limit, by the time you tighten and you torque it, it will be stretched to the limit. But by the time it is stretched to the limit, it cannot spring back. So that is why you cannot reuse it. But other boats can be reused, because by the time you lock it, By the time you tighten it can spring back. So it's like a spring. That is the image you are now seeing. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, and share to others so that they can know about Talk to Yield Boat. See you in another video.